Okay, as promised, this is Mr. Moss trying to explain a little bit more about how to do Google Slides. I forgot to upload a video to Schoology. I will soon. It's called How to Survive or Life After Death by PowerPoint. It's a pretty good video, kind of fun to watch. I'm going to quickly go through the slides and I'm going to show you how to do them. Your first one right here on the left-hand side is a title slide. You will see the title slide. It'll automatically pop up. The second one is how to buy your lunch. We need to talk about how to do information briefly. You don't have to write everything out. Third one is a picture you're going to get from the internet. The next one is an animal picture. Now, both pictures that you're going to get, you do not have to do pizza. You do not have to do pretzels. You do not have to do that certain animal. You can choose what you want. For Sheets, you're going to get into your Google Sheets and figure out how to copy and paste a graph into slides. Screenshot, you have to figure out how to do it. I am not going to help you with this one. What you need to do for this is you're going to figure out how to do a screenshot, put in a screenshot, and I don't care what it is of, but put in a screenshot of something, and then you're going to have to explain to me what process you took to do it. You would have to put in a text box, and I'll show you how to do the text box. Well, we'll show you earlier. And a video. I don't care what video you put in. It has to be school appropriate. Make them funny. I don't care. I always put in stuff with beagles because I like beagles. Okay, I'm going to show you the slides presentation. First thing, it should automatically pop up with a title. You're going to go ahead and change it. And you're going to put in your name. I'm not a big fan of the font they put in right off the bat, Arial. I find it to be boring, so I normally change it. I'll probably go with average, and average here is a nice one. And here's the other thing too, it's weird. They're using a font that is very I would like to have it a little bit more bold. Remember, you have to have very, very clear information with your slides presentation. Also, you'll either do a black background or a white background. You will not do pictures, you will not do gradient, you will not do themes or anything like that. The next one is how to go to lunch. In a slides presentation, you need to put in brief and bulleted information. Now, I've typed this out. I have the title across the top. These are the steps to go to lunch. So what you're going to do is you explain to me how to go to lunch using bullet points. You'll see the bullet points across the left. For this one, I'm going to insert a title and body slide. And then what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to take this body, I'm going to slide it over. So this will be lunch. And then I'm going to describe how the process for going to lunch. Etc. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and get my bullets in here as well. So this is your bulleted information. Remember, you do not want to make the bulleted information too long. You want to make it relatively brief because you're going to have the slides presentation up in front of people and you will be talking about it. For example, I put this up for you to see. This is what I would do. Lunch. First, you need to leave the classroom, maybe drop your books off at your locker if you need to. Then you're going to walk down to lunch. There's multiple ways to go down to lunch. It just depends on which hallway is going to be the quickest for you and how far you have to go. Then you're going to if you're buying lunch, you're going to go ahead and get in line, make your choices, sometimes grab a sandwich, maybe a piece of pizza, maybe something out of the ice cream place. Then you will pay for your food at the register. And then the next thing you can do is walk out and sit down and eat. You have to understand, folks, I did not write all of that stuff out. You don't write everything out in slides. What you're doing is you're putting up the basic information, and then you will expand on it later on when you actually do the slides presentation. And no, you will not be presenting these. For the picture, you will notice I have 6 of the same picture put in. For this one, I'm going to change the layout a little bit. I'm going to insert, now notice I want to not to the plus, but the arrow the down arrow, and it gives me, this one is going to be title only. Okay, the first thing I need to do for picture is grab a picture. So I'm going to go insert, image. I'm going to search the web. Let's do dog. That's, that one right there. Kind of looks like my little dog Annie. I'm going to go insert. And you notice it's going to come in huge. What I'm going to do right off the bat, just for our intents and purposes, I'm going to go ahead and crop it. This will be the original that I'm going to crop. A little bit there and a little bit there. That should be good. Click off of cropping. Now I need to resize it because I do not like my dogs flat. I need to resize it from the corner. So I'm going to, it's called a proportional resize. And it needs to be about that big. Remember, you've got to put in 2 rows of them. So this right here, and I'm going to go ahead right off the bat and put a border around it. The nice thing about borders is it makes your picture pop. And let's try a blue border. That doesn't look too bad. And let's go back into it. Try red. Yep, that's good. Okay. Now, I'm going to make 5 more copies of this. So what I'm going to do, if you're on a Mac, it's Command D. If you're on a Chromebook, it should be Control D. That's Control Duplicate. So I'm going to go like this. Now notice I have 6 pictures there, and I'm going to just drag them all around. This will be a little bit tricky at first, but you'll get used to it. I want you to see the lines here. So the top row, if you look here, this all has to be in a line, and this has to be in a line right here. The layout of the document, the alignment of it is kind of crucial. You have people looking at your presentation. If you get sloppy with it, they're not going to think very highly of you. So I'm going to drag this over here. Okay, I'm going to start right there. Now notice how that one is directly in line with the one on the left, and now it is centered. And this one right here, and I'm going to go over to about there. So those 3 are lined up equally with each other. I need to do it on the bottom too. Now I need to get, that's lined up there. The center and center. This one lined up there. Let's get it over there. And this one. Do you see how everything is lined up nice and neat? Now, before I do the recoloring or cropping or anything like that, I need to go ahead and put in some text boxes. Text boxes are really nice. A text box is similar to this right here. It's automatically added, but I'm going to put one in down here. This first one I'm going to call original. And notice when I click off of it, there's no borders. You do need to put borders around it. So I'm going to put border weight 1 pick. And there we go. Now I need to make 5 more copies of it. So I can go into here, I can draw it, I can type it and whatnot. I don't want to do that. I want to be a little bit more efficient. So I'm going to go I'm using a Mac. It's Command D or Control D. And I'm going to go ahead and get these shoved over in place, and then I will align them neatly when I get to that. Again, remember, alignment will be thrown off by, if you don't have everything lined up correctly, it will throw off your audience. Remember, your audience is going to have about every excuse in the world not to pay attention. We'll go up here. This is centered right about, I want to have it centered on, there we go. And this right here, see if I can get that just right. Now I'm going to go back in here and change the names, but I want to get all of the alignment done first. That's good. Oh, it slid. I have a very, very sensitive mouse, so, and then this right up here. Okay, so the original, and the next one, I don't like where that, there, that's better. And the second one is resize. Third one is color 1. I don't care what colors you do them, as long as you do different colors. It just goes, it shows you what you can do with it. And what was the third one? Recolor 3, that's right. Now this one is cropped. I'll do that last. So for resized, if you can, what I want you to do is resize it and then go ahead and center it up. Let's see how professional we can make it. Color one, all you're gonna do is click on it. Oop, that was a crop. Now I'm gonna go format options and recolor. Let's go blue because today I'm feeling, not blue. I'm actually feeling pretty good today. For the second one, I'm gonna go recolor. Let's go yellow. And this one, let's do kind of a black and white-ish. That's a negative. I think I like this one right here. And this one is cropped. What's nice about cropping is you saw me do it when I put in the original picture. If there's stuff in there, and that's my highly technical term, stuff. If you don't want a lot of that background, what you will do, you'll click it once and then the second time, and you'll see, notice that was what I had originally. I'm going to crop it a little bit more. You're going to go this and drag this over. It's kind of like a resize, but it's taken off that part.